Hello there everyone, it's your favorite fitness education YouTuber, AOM Lifting, back at it again with another video. And we're going to do a bit of learning, starting with today's wisdom. In order to change oneself, one must first understand themselves. Now guys, this applies to many facets of life, but in our case, we're going to apply this logic to the human body. You gotta know before you can grow after all. So before we decide to make any changes, small or large, it's imperative that we understand the fundamental muscle groups of the body, their functions and locations. And even if you don't personally use this information, then having greater knowledge is a benefit regardless. Now let's say a young boy wants to finally beat his uncle in some arm wrestling. How does he go about it? In athletics, the sections of the body are really divided into three: the upper body, the midsection, and the lower body. Starting from the upper body, we have the trapezius. It's a muscle located right here, and it's used for attaching the arms to the torso and the head. After that are the deltoids, located right here at the head of the shoulders. They're useful for your arms' horizontal and vertical movements. After that is the biceps, one that you might be familiar with and that our young lad might want to train with. They're located right here at the arms, and they're useful for hinging the arm towards yourself at the elbow. The pectoralis is another major muscle group that our subject might want to improve if he wants to win. They're located here at the chest, and they're used to exert force outwards. Lower than that are the forearms. They maintain your wrist control and aid in grip strength. Past that are the triceps, located on the back of the arms, three muscles, and they're useful for hinging your elbow outwards. The rhomboid is a muscle that many have overlooked, but it actually covers the majority of the shoulder blades. As you can see here, where my shoulder blades are protruding, it's all along the top. And it's very important protecting your shoulder sockets and pulling your arms back. The next group is the midsection. First, we should start with the most popular, the rectus abdominis, colloquially known as the abs. They're located here, and they're responsible for maintaining the body upright and being able to bend at the waist and the hip. After that is latissimus dorsi, otherwise known as the lats. They're located below the rhomboids at the shoulder blades, all along here. Last in this section is the external obliques, one of my favorites. They're located here along the sides, and they're useful for rotating the torso side to side and bending down laterally. Finally, the last section is the lower body, which is almost comprised entirely of legs. The quadriceps, or quads, are a group of muscles in the front and the back, located right here. They're useful for stabilizing the connection between the hip and the thigh and make you look killer in a pair of slim jeans. The gastrocnemius is next, and it's just a fancy way of saying the calves. They're located here along the back. There's a split in them, and they're useful for stabilizing our ankles and the joints, as well as being able to extend our toes outwards. Last is one that everyone knows, the gluteus maximus. It's actually the largest muscle in the body, and they have the job of maintaining the trunk, which refers to the upper and midsections, upright and providing comfort to the spine when sitting. Most of the body's weight should actually be placed on the thighs rather than the glutes. Now briefly, I would like to consider some fundamental aspects of dieting. A good phrase to remember is that weight loss is 70% diet, 30% exercise. Calories are measured through caloric intake, which is the number of calories you consume daily. Think of this like gas to a car. Caloric maintenance is the number of calories you need to maintain your current weight, or how much gas you buy every day to get around. Caloric surplus is when the number of calories you have exceeds the amount of your average, resulting in an increase of adipose tissue or fats. These are stored calories. If you buy too much gas, then you might need a canister to store it. Caloric deficit is the measure below your maintenance, which requires your body to take your stored calories and use them. If your car's running out of gas, maybe dip into those canisters that you stored. Be extremely warned though, this does not mean that starving yourself or having a caloric intake of 0 will make you lose weight. That is extremely dangerous and absolutely not recommended. Your body operates on a set amount of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats, each of which are very important to internal operations of the body. Removing any is very dangerous, unhealthy, and isn't advised in the least. So we learned the kinds of muscles on our body, how they operate, the major muscle groups, their functions, how we can improve them. But understanding them first is the key. I hope you stay educated and take away some valuable information from this video. Good luck in all of your dieting and exercise goals, my friends. Subscribe, keep those spirits high, and let's train like history best.